What's that? 17th title? That's right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the T.A.B.S Sports Talk. I'm your host, Trumpet Bling, Brian Williams, whatever you want to call me. On today's show, we got some Lakers stuff to discuss. And in the house, we got my cousin, my brother, Mr. Chris 26. Let's go. All right, so right now it is Friday, October 16th, which means 5 days ago we were celebrating a Lakers championship.
Final seconds here in this NBA season. The respect from those two. And that's it. It's over. This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers conquer the bubble, and banner number 17 will soon hang in the rafters.
Say it again. Number 17? Wait, Chris. I thought the Celtics had the most titles. They thought wrong. They thought number 17. Wow. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on this, man? I can't believe it. I'm happy. Let's hear what you got to say.
I'm happy. I mean, it's only fitting that in the year we lost Kobe that we get a championship. It's been a decade since we had one, so for Laker fans, that's a long time. It just feels good.
It does.
And the best part about it is that the Clippers got eliminated in the second round.
Woo! You said it. Man, avoiding the Clippers. Did we avoid the Clippers though, or?
Okay, let's get this. I don't know if people need to go in the dictionary, right, and look up what the word
avoid
means. Okay? Like avoid.
Avoid.
Okay, like there's a pothole in the street, and I'm driving, and I see the pothole, and I move to get around there, right? Okay, I avoided the pothole. If I'm driving down the street and the pothole calls the city and says, "Hey, come fill me in," and gets covered up and filled in, and I drive over the pothole and it doesn't, I don't feel it. I didn't avoid the pothole.
You didn't avoid the pothole.
avoid
Maybe it's more like, maybe it's like a date, right?
Okay.
It's like you tell this person, like, hey, when we both become, millionaires, we're gonna meet at this place and we're gonna get on this yacht and we're gonna have this party and do all this stuff. The person's like, okay, cool, sounds good. The next year, you become a millionaire. You get on the yacht and you're looking for that person. Like, oh, I couldn't go. I didn't.
Where they at?
I didn't avoid you on the. Why are you avoiding?
Oh, okay. So you were there.
We're supposed to meet it.
So the Lakers were there, and the Clippers didn't show up. Whew. They built.
Where else are we gonna meet?
That's where I said I'd be, and that's where I'm at. So
If you were gonna win a championship, you have to get to the Western Conference Finals to win a championship.
you do. And everybody's saying the Clippers are built to beat the Lakers, but they weren't built to beat anybody else, which is kind of true, I think.
Someone that you met there.
Exactly. Man, well, I was happy when the Clippers lost. I was kind of looking forward to the Clippers-Lakers, though, because then I started thinking about all the little, let's say, drama things they could play up. You had Doc Rivers versus Rondo. They won a title together. All right. You had Kawhi versus LeBron. 2 stars there. You had Kawhi and Danny Green, who just played together last year. Now they're playing against each other. You have literal twin brothers, one on each team, could have played each other in the West. You literally had twins. Like, how more rivalrous can it get?
And even beyond that, the Clippers have Paul George, who had a chance as an unrestricted free agent to leave Oklahoma City and go play with LeBron the same year LeBron went to LA, but he decided, I'm going to spend my career in Oklahoma City and I'm going to stay here.
Mm, mm, mm. But anyways, we're talking about the Lakers win. We're getting on a tangent right now. So the Lakers won, number 17. I had to, after they won, you know, Lawrence Tanner, I think he does the Lakers like home announcing and thing. I remember when the Lakers won the last one in 2010. There's a video somebody had from like courtside, and after they win, you see the confetti, you see Kobe up there doing the thing, and then you just hear number 16. And after the Lakers won on Sunday, I was like, number 17. Dude, I was so pumped. It's one of those things where when the bubble started, I was like, okay, we'll see how the season plays out. You know, we'll see what the Lakers can do. And then the everybody picked first series, it was Dame Lillard's gonna torch us. CJ McCollum's gonna light us on fire. And I respect all the teams that play, because me and you have played basketball in some extent. We were coaches. We played in high school a little bit. We can dribble a ball. We know how hard it is to be really good. And we haven't even played the best people, of course. But I have respect for those guys. But I was really buying into the Charles Barkley, like, oh, the Blazers going to beat the Lakers. And I was like, man, maybe I should be worried. 5 games. 5 games. So...
When you looked at that first series, and my whole thing was, who's gonna guard AD and LeBron? Like every series, when they kept saying this is the toughest 8 seed, oh my gosh, they lost the first game. Oh, the Lakers are in so much trouble. I watched the first game and I was kind of like, they don't have anybody for AD. Like once that becomes the thing, and I think that was the theme for almost all playoffs. Like no one had an answer for AD or LeBron.
Yep.
LeBron, you don't expect to have an answer for,
but AD, if he plays like that, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Trying to disrupt Rondo. He puts it in. Here's Davis, 4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good! Anthony Davis has won it for the Lakers!
Smith to inbound. Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, 3-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Sky high with the block and rejection.
Move.
And it looked like he blocked it with one of those fingers of.
Oh, Murray! How'd he get that one to go?
Look at him go up. No, I'm not going to dunk. Not going to use it with my left, but the English off the glass.
Do you know how many people are going to compare that to
Michael,
Jordan? Michael Jordan.
I wanted to say that. I thought you was going to kill me, though, Reg. I was going to say it, Reg. He went up with one hand. And
Throws it down. That was risky, but
what I wanted to tackle, I wanted to get his opinion on this, because watching the playoffs has been different this year. I mean, you don't see the home crowds. You don't see the away fans are just they just want to beat you so bad. You don't feel that energy. I feel like even to the players, it's just, the room probably just smells different. There's not people there, mass amounts of people. So for me, watching the games in the bubble, it's been enjoyable. I think you can't put an asterisk by the fact that the Lakers won there. I think it's a legit title. Now, it wasn't as exciting to me being in the bubble. I think it has its advantages and disadvantages as far as viewing it. But I don't know. It just wasn't the same. What do you think, Chris? What are your opinions on the bubble? Do you like it?
I think first thing we got to acknowledge about the bubble is that it shows that science works. Okay, people don't get near each other.
Science works.
Wear a mask and get rapid testing and stay away from other people. There won't be any positive tests, right? So, props to them for being probably one of the only leagues that'll be able to finish and actually have a season. As far as the actual play on the court, I thought it was just as enjoyable as a regular game.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how some people might not like it because of the energy of the crowd. Sometimes is a whole nother component, especially in basketball when they're right there on top of you.
Yeah.
I think it allowed, though, sort of a no excuses approach, right? I mean, there's no home games. Everybody's at their best because there's no crowds on top of you or anything like that. So, there's no asterisk for the Lakers because, if anything, a home crowd would have been an advantage for the Lakers because Lakers fans travel.
That's true. Everywhere you go.
If there would have been a game in Denver and we would have played Denver, I would have been at that game. I know other Laker fans would have been at those games and we would have been loud and it would have been loud for the Lakers. And if the Clippers some kind of way made it past out of the 3-1 deficit and actually won, or 3-1 lead and actually won the series, I think we would have beat them because that would have been 7 home games for the
7
Lakers.
home games.
And so you can't understate that. And I think, I think the only thing that could have made the bubble better is, and they should have done this, is charge for playoff league pass where you just hear what's going on the court. Right? The rest of the thing, it's mature audience only, obviously. You have to buy it and it's rated where, you have to have adult permission to buy this. But it would be so much more entertaining. The ratings would be through the roof. And even if they weren't, people would be paying, is 3 months for the bubble. If you charge me $50 a month, I would absolutely pay $50 a month just to hear what's going on.
Just to hear. And that's the thing. When I heard about the bubble, I was thinking, okay, so I didn't even think a simulated audience or whatever it was called. I didn't think that noise was going to be real. I thought it was going to be sneakers. Hey, guard him. Got man up, back. I thought you were going to hear that type of stuff. And I was like, this might be different. This might be something different where you can feel like, because it looks like a show when you're watching on TV. You don't hear them. You don't know how actively vocal some of these people are, man. So that would have been cool. That's a good idea. That might even be like something they can do down the line as far as like just have a package and have mics close to the court. So if you are that type of fan, you can buy that specific package.
Yeah, and you can still kind of do it like ABC does when people are saying something real wild. They bleep it out. Like
just gets quiet.
It's real wild. I'm okay with, certain phrases being bleeped out to protect the NBA brand, but I think it would be way more interesting, like you said, man up, pick, screen,
back.
Like, basketball junkies would love that stuff. And
I agree.
Would pay premium prices to watch it. Like, I would pay $50 a month to literally just watch those. That's $150 you can get.
3 months of work
from me. And guess what? You can still show me the commercials that come on ABC. You know what I mean?
I'm letting you show me commercials. Show me commercials. I will pay.
I'll pay you still, give you $150, and you can still show me commercials. That's just money coming out the wazoo for you. So that would have been my only thing, is that they should have had an opportunity. I can understand maybe why they didn't. There's already so many experimental things. Let's not also open Pandora's box here.
Yeah.
And
so for me, and this is indicative of the Lakers this season. Never did I feel like a series was too close. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why I feel like the playoffs really weren't as intense, because I'm used to, 6-game series, 7-game series. Ooh, a tough 6-game series. And we went 5-5-5-6. So maybe that threat of, maybe elimination, or I don't know what it was, but I think maybe like I said, maybe it's because the Lakers are that good. Maybe it's because when LeBron said, and I want my damn respect too, I was like, get that respect. I mean, right? I feel like the Lakers are a good team and they deserve the respect, which made the playoffs less stressful. So
I never thought the Clippers were better than the Lakers. I honestly did not understand. LeBron had been destroying Paul George in the playoffs his whole career. Kawhi Leonard is good, but he's not the craziest offensive player, and they had nobody for AD, and that's what, and so it just showed you from the beginning of the season that not only did the Lakers have the best team, but they had the best chemistry and they had the best leader in the NBA in LeBron James. And that was the biggest thing that Clippers are missing. Doc Rivers was supposed to be a leader, but he didn't. That's the reason he's gone. He didn't lead that team, and he didn't have a voice to lead that team. Kawhi should have a voice to lead that team, but he's not that type of person. Paul George should have a voice to lead that team, but nobody respects him. Like Pat Beverly should be the voice leader of that team, but he's not good enough. Like everybody, doesn't have quite what they need, and so there's nobody to say, "Yo, we need to focus," or "You go home." Like Avery Bradley didn't come to the bubble. Okay, but for a reason, right? He's got a son that has a pre-existing condition. He knew that this is going to be
not the right.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, right, him going to the bubble and his son having that condition would have been better. He's away from his.
But
son,
we didn't know that. We didn't know it though.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't that. It was more of that.
And we didn't know.
This is going to be too much for me.
Yeah, and we didn't know that the bubble was. I mean, we know. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. We knew mask and isolation was a smart move. The NBA knew it, and they did it. Huh? Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I'm happy that they, that. So that's the biggest thing that people don't understand, and why the bubble was so tough. Because, like they said, it was mentally tough. Like, and as much as people like Skip Bayless and other people want to argue that it was an asterisk and look how easy it was in the bubble and the blah blah blah. Every player there said this was the hardest championship to win, literally because of mentally, mentally not being able to do it. And if you want to talk about KD's hurt and Clay was hurt and people weren't there, and there's certain teams that. Okay, but that's part of it. Your best ability is availability, and LeBron is available every
Say that again. Say that again.
Your best ability is your availability.
Whew. That's true.
So LeBron is there every year. That's the reason why he's so great. You're like, well, he's not 6-0 in the playoffs. It's like, well, yeah, but he goes every year to the finals. Okay, he didn't go to the conference finals and lose. He didn't lose in the first round. He lost in the finals again. So it's kind of
that we'll have a LeBron talk episode one day, because that makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. So with the Lakers roster, we've mentioned LeBron and AD. Okay, those are the two that they had no match for. We've said that. Denver had no match, even though they had a big guy. Didn't match. We played the Rockets ball, and LeBron and AD played their ball, and we won. Portland, we beat them in 5 also, but LeBron, AD, unstoppable. Who's been that one player that, because, I mean, it does rotate. They've been trying to find the Lakers' third best. They said it was Kuzma. They said, okay, maybe Danny Green. I've heard all the names, but I don't think there's one person that stepped up consistently as their third best player. But if you force me to say it, I think Rondo. As a Laker fan, Chris, 10 years ago, we just beat him in the playoffs. And it was finally, we beat that lizard man. Me and Joseph used to say it looked like a lizard. But anyways, he's on the Lakers now. And he's the third best player on a championship team. Do you agree with that, third best? And if not, who do you think the third best was, or the most consistently third best?
The most consistently third best player throughout the playoffs, I think, was Rondo. And it's hard. As a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. The third best player throughout the playoffs was T.A.B.S.
Oh.
The sort of second best ball handler and late game controller and controller of the game was Rondo. Because Rondo wasn't like playing like I'm the best player, but I'm just going to take the ball in my hands and I'm going to control this game. I'm going to get somebody open. I'm going to get us a bucket. I'm going to get a steal. I'm going to trap this guy over here, and this someone else is going to get a deflection, and we're going to get an easy layup. They're going to leave me open for an open three. I'm going to hit an open three. I'm going to get a steal on the inbound. All in 7 minutes. And it's kind of like he doesn't. And then when LeBron's on the floor, he's playing. It's don't turn the ball over. Make it easy on LeBron. Get AD the ball over here. Set him up on the post. Like, it's just he's not the best player, but he just takes those 7 or 8 minutes, maybe either when LeBron's on the bench or AD is on the bench, and just controls the basketball game for 8 minutes. He's like he does it almost like Steve Nash used to do.
Okay.
Get the ball out of his hands, like he's controlling every aspect of the game.
Every aspect. And that's another thing, that if you had that like live mic on the court, listen to Rondo play every game. I guarantee you, he's just chirping, he's barking, he's yelling out. That would be
$70 a month. Please take my money and put this on TV. Like, I don't understand the NBA sometimes. They really do sometimes play a little too safe, just like when they didn't want to broadcast the All-Star draft. I was like, bro, broadcast this.
Broadcast
And that was the season to do it because of the whole KD
Warriors. Yeah.
Like, that was
Well, hopefully the NBA will listen to us, or listen to you. And if they do, pay my cousin. Pay the man.
my money.
Pay him.
Do you want $100 a month, NBA? I will give you $100 a month and you can still show me commercials. Please. Please, take my money.
All right, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this first episode of T.A.B.S Sports Talk, featuring my cousin Chris, 26, and me, Trumpet Bling B Will. So every week we're going to have a Kobe historical moment. All right. And it doesn't have to be historical on the sense that, everybody loves the play, but it's a play that meant something to you. Okay? Now, it could be a game, it could be a shot, a moment. Something about the Black Mamba when he was playing, you remember so specific that, it's special, So, let's see. This is going to be one of my older memories of Kobe. And it was, I don't even know what year it was. I'll have to look it up, but it was against the San Antonio Spurs. And I remember Shaq was there. And as a kid, I remember this, I'm probably like 13, what are we, like 12, 13, whenever this happened? I don't remember. But Kobe, somebody missed a shot. I think it was Fisher. And Kobe skies for a rebound, puts it back up. And it I don't even know what game it was. But you guys are here watching, you'll see the footage. But it was just like, man, that took heart. That wasn't, fast break, hustle. That wasn't, this guy just ripped me, so I got to do something. No, this was just pure will, strength, athleticism, just skied for the rebound. I'll never forget that, because I had those stupid Spurs, like teal green or whatever, aqua green floors and whatever Spurs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the green with the paint.
Yep.
It looked like toothpaste.
It did look like toothpaste. That's right. So thank you guys very much. Chris, anything closing out for this episode?
Oh, man, just 17 rings, bro.
Whew.
We did it, man. We here, and, hey, if we can pull off that Drake, man, hopefully we go back to back.
All right, so I will echo that. 17, we tied the Celtics. Another chip for the Lakers. There we go. So from me at T.A.B.S Sports Talk, you guys take care. Tune in next time. Peace.
Now you play for one if you're the Lakers. There's a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And Kobe Bryant running the clock down. We're down to 10 on the 24. Game tied at 85. Recovered by Fisher. Now to 4. Here's Fisher with the jumper. Rebound. And he hits 5 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And the Lakers have come from 10 back over
remember, the Lakers do have a foul to give on this possession.
But what a rebound. The left hand, total extension, and then to stick it right back. And that foul to give gives the Lakers a huge advantage.
The eyes of Kobe Bryant tell you this is why he plays, for moments like this. And even when he loses the ball, somehow he's going to be in on the finishing gear.
He was totally out of the play, up behind the three-point line. And as soon as the shot went, everybody else was standing